Hello there guys, and welcome back to yet another one with us, the Review Bros. My name is Aaron. Today I am very excited to bring you this product. Reckoning XL, the Diesel series. Why are we so excited to get into this one for you? Well, we reviewed Reckoning, the original version. Very much enjoyed that. If you haven't already seen it, we're going to chuck the link in the description below for you guys to check it out. But today we bring you this one. The guys say 20% extra power with some added ingredients. You know it. We're going to keep it 100% honest as we go through the taste, the price, the label, the effects, and sum this off with our honest final verdict. Is it going to be the next product you pick up? And if you haven't already, please do give us a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you a penny, but it really helps this video out. Free information. Please do subscribe to our channel and drop comments below. It really means the world to us as we get into Reckoning XL. First segment, as always, the taste and the mixability of the product. So it comes in two different flavours, Watermelon Rancher, and the flavour we have today is Unleaded Peach Candy. To be honest with you, myself and Craig, we're not huge watermelon fans, nor are we huge peach fans. But we do keep a very open mind with these flavours. We generally tell you exactly how they would be if you was a peach fan. You know, we try and work out whether it be a bad peach, a nasty peach, or a good peach. So let's do this one. So we're looking at a 23 gram scoop. So it is quite a big scoop, guys. And I can tell you flat does weigh out at that 23 grams. In she goes. It's got a very strong peach smell in the air, that is for sure. I'm excited for the candy bit. We like a candy flavour. So into that Review Bros shaker coming very soon. Oh, that's good. We have only a tiny bit of froth in there. Mixability. Looks, there's a bit on the bottom. There is a bit on the bottom. I don't think it's too bad. I think that's just the pump ingredients settling there. I think, to be honest with you, by the time you get to the bottom, it will be dissolved. That being said, I have used this before, but I've got to pretend it's my first time for you guys. So, Unleaded Peach Candy going down. That's good. You've definitely got that candy taste there, but it is mostly peach. I would say 80% peach with a little 20% kickback of candy. So, what do I give it out of 10? There's no negatives to it. It's not sour. It's not bitter. There's no medicinal aftertaste. Honestly, I think it's a good peach. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. You won't complain if you like peaches. Let's go into the price of this product. It is price time. How much is this going to set you back? We're going to drop the link in the description below that takes you directly to the Hardcore Platinum Supplements website. Now, what I'm going to do is cut to the chase here. I recommend try and find this at a retailer. Why? Because these guys say they look after their retailers, so the retailers are able to sell it 10 to 15% apparently cheaper than this official website. But you know the drill, we have to do it via the manufacturer's website. I can tell you it's quite a pricey product, let's be honest. $64.99 for the tub. I can tell you it is 20 servings. We always go by maximum serving. You can do one scoop for 20, you can do half a scoop for 40. Most of us here will be doing that full scoop, so that's why we do it that way. I can tell you it is $3.24 per the go, so very pricey. We have a consistent scale here at Review Bros. It compares everything in the market pre-workout wise. I can tell you it falls in, unfortunately, at a 0.5 out of 10 on that scale. So much more pricey than your average product. Now, don't get me wrong, it is giving you a lot more than your average product. So you guys can determine whether it's going to be right for you. UK guys, I'm going to chuck the numbers on the screen for you now to see a comparison. But like I say, best off trying to get it from a retailer. They'll do it for 15% cheaper. So that is what happens sometimes. So where is all of that money going? We're going to go through the label, guys, at the 1 full scoop dosage. Do remember I'm doing it via that. I'm going to chuck it up on the screen right now so you guys can see it. So let's start off at the beginning. So we've got some sodium, we've got some vitamin B12. Obviously the sodium's going to help with the contractions there, and the vitamin B12 is just a general health ingredient. We always like to see it at the beginning of a label. But let's get into the main meat of this label. Starting us off with citrulline malate. We don't know that ratio. I'm assuming 2 to 1, 7 grams. So that is a respectable dose, guys. It's going to give you those nitric oxide level boosting, give you the pumps in the gym. It's very good when we always see that starting a label off. Often do. Next up, above and beyond, beta-alanine coming in at 3.5 grams. The clinical is 3.2, so they're chucking in an extra 300 milligrams for the sake of it. Good to see. It gives you that itchy, scratchy, tingly feeling as this pre-workout kicks in. But furthermore, it's going to boost endurance in the gym once it's built up in the system. So extra reps on that bench press, like to see that in there. Creatine monohydrate, a random 3.5 grams. So it is above that minimum threshold for creatine monohydrate. Obviously, you are supposed to supplement with 3 to 5 grams per day. So you might need a little additional top up there. It's one of the most researched ingredients, however. Some people don't like it in a pre, some do. We don't mind it as long as it's within that 3 to 5. So it's in there for strength, power, pumps, everything really. Good to see. Hydroprime, 65% glycerol, 2 grams. Slightly on the lower end, but Hydroprime is one of those newer ingredients. We saw it in Alpha Line's Superhuman Pump. It's supposed to be a newer ingredient in terms of it not clumping up in the tub. And it seems to have done that. It's nice and powdery in here. So good to see. It's for those pumps as well, bringing in that water moisture into the muscle cell directly. Good to see. L-taurine, 2 grams, good for hydration and pumps. Good dose above and beyond there. Agmatine sulfate, 750, slightly on the lower side. We want to see it at a gram again. We'll work with those citrulline to get those nitric oxide levels up. Help with a pump. S7, 50 milligrams. It's a combination of 7 ingredients that gives you nitric oxide levels up to 230% in the studies there. So we're looking at a nice pump complex here. And synephrine HCl, I'm not too sure why it's in this section, but it's a fat burner that will give you some energy as well. 30 milligrams. Overtime matrix follows. L-theanine, 350. So this is that love it or hate it ingredient. Some of you guys drop the comments below. What do you think about it? It's a blanket to the stimulants. It's supposed to cover it off, so it's not too strong, too many jitters all at once, too overbearing. This is supposed to be like an anti-crash, prolong it out feeling. And 350 is a lot. Caffeine anhydrous, 350, which is a good dose, 3.5 cups worth of coffee. It's going to give you that stimulation in the gym. You guys know the drill with that one. Urea durensis follows, 200 milligrams, which again is a good dose. It's going to give you that tunnel-like vision, focus, concentration, as well as some slight central nervous stimulation. The next one, I would say, is probably the key ingredient here, 25% extra compared to the version before. We are looking at 200 milligrams of DMHA. So that's a powerhouse stimulation, get you in the zone, give you everything you need really from pre-workout. So it's good to see that in there, and that's a good dose. Infinergy, 75 milligrams, of which a smaller amount will yield of caffeine, but it's one of those ones that digest later, so it gets you gives you energy later on. Once the caffeine anhydrous starts to wear off, that will come in, it will work with the L-theanine. So we should look at nice smoothing off of the energy there. Again, we'll see in the effects section. N-methyltyramine, 75 milligrams, again, NMT for short. A stimulation, fat burning properties, energy. Good to see it. Good to see it. We don't often. Estrogen wraps off this formula as the bioavailability matrix, and that's a good dose. As it says right there, it gets the ingredients in this product into the body as efficiently as possible, helps with that digestion. So yeah, that wraps off the label, guys. How's it going to come together in the effect? Let's go. The bit you're here for, the effects of this product. You know the drill. Take the label. We blind test this stuff. I don't check the labels generally before I use a product. I just want to feel it for real and then let you guys know our honest experiences on it. So starting off at the beginning, beta-alanine, good, nice and strong. You definitely get that itchy tingle town. Honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a solid 9. So if you like beta-alanine tingles, this is ticking all those boxes. Really good to see it, and it's a good placebo effect as well. It gets you hyped up, gets you ramped up, and that's what it did. It gave me a nice sense of urgency, and I think a nice wave of energy with that gave me that sense of urgency. You want to crack on, you want to kill the weights quite soon after taking this. I'd say 15 to 20 minutes, 25 minutes, you're absolutely raring to go, and it gives you plenty of energy for a training session at hand. There's no denying that. I moved from exercise to exercise. Even towards the end of my training session, there was no crash, there was no negative in that aspect. The energy from the decaffeine malate and the L-theanine was still there, so I definitely had enough for a session. Pumps, improved from the previous version for sure. I think that was, for me, personally the best improvement. I felt nasty pumps. 9.5 out of 10, almost 10 out of 10 really. Savage. Very, very good from that pump aspect. So if you're looking for pumps, again, this one is ticking that box thoroughly. From a focus standpoint, again, this one is ticking that box. 9 out of 10 focus. You're in the zone, exercise to exercise. Your mind's on the game, it's on the ball. You are definitely going to go with no complaints in the focus area. So what am I going to sum this up with? Well, energy, 9 out of 10. Pumps, 9.5 out of 10. Focus, 9 out of 10. Mood elevation is definitely there. It makes you feel nice. It's a nice, almost healthy feeling pre-workout. It's a nice, strong daily driver pre-workout. What would I honestly, truly say is that I didn't think it was 20% stronger than the one before. I thought it was a little stronger, but to be honest with you, maybe 5% stronger. Maybe 10% stronger, but I think 20% was a bit much. Now, what do I truly say is that DMHA, did it feel like it was in there? Maybe, but not at 200 milligrams. I've had 200 milligram DMHA pre-workouts. They make me feel high. They give me that euphoric, long-lasting, rest of the day energy. And to be honest with you, a lot of the time I struggle to sleep on that. This one, it didn't give me that. I would say, honestly, 2 to 3 hours, 3.5 hours after taking this product, it weans off and you don't feel it. So that's a strength or a negative, really dependent on what you want. I wouldn't say this is a stim junkie product. And what I mean by that is it's maybe a stepping stone into that stim junkie realm. It won't blow your head off, this pre-workout. It's not a super strong one. I would say it's a very, very strong daily driver or a stepping stone, a weaker stim junkie product. So, like I say, that can come with positives or negatives depending on what you're looking for. Myself, I really enjoyed this pre-workout. It was comprehensive. It gave you a bit of everything without any negatives. No jitters, no cold sweats, no ill feeling, no appetite suppression. I could eat straight afterwards. There was just no negatives with it. So for me, we gave the previous one a 9 out of 10. Very much enjoyed this. Enjoyed this a little bit more. Between 9 and 9.5. If we was doing scores, I would honestly, in between, I'd honestly give this a 9.25, but we don't do that. Can I realistically give this a 9.5 out of 10? Not today, maybe on another day. But I've used this 3 or 4 times and I would honestly say it's slightly better than the one before. But not quite at that 9.5 scale. 9 out of 10 for me. I think it hits everything so nicely. I don't think you'll complain if you want this. It really would suit pretty much anyone. I wouldn't say it's a beginner's pre-workout. It's a bit too strong for you guys. But for anyone else, it's ticking all those boxes. Mood elevation, focus, energy, pumps. No negatives. It's good. It's good stuff. A 9 out of 10 today. Final verdict. I'm going to try and fly through this one, guys, because it's been a long review. So let's start off with the taste and the mixability. 9 out of 10. No complaints, no negatives. I just personally am not a massive peach fan, but guys, probably one of the best peaches I've had. Then we move into the price. Like I mentioned, do go to a retailer if you can, because it only scored, unfortunately, a 0.5 out of 10 on our consistent pricing scale. It is a premium product. It is packing some premium ingredients. And it did also score a 9 out of 10. If we did 9.25s, it would get that. It just didn't quite hit a 9.5 for me. What was it? Energy, focus, pumps, good mood, everything. Really, it ticked all those boxes, guys. It's a very, very comprehensive pre-workout. So I do recommend it if you can get it a little cheaper. So good product. I want to thank HCS for sending it down. Really does mean a lot. And I want to thank you guys for watching along. What do you think of it? Have you used it or the previous one? Let us know in the comments below. Appreciate you watching. Stay stimmed. And this will do it.